Good there?
No, I can't see it. Tilt it back towards me. Like, there we go.
Got her?
A little bit this way.
Whoop.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that sucker. Playing some up church.
What's up, guys? Jesse Keith back on the bench. Our newest acquisition to the lineup of trucks. This is the AXIAL 2020 Jeep Gladiator. We've added a few little bits and pieces to kind of make it our own. We have on the front the light bar from the TRX4 Defender. Actually fits on there beautiful. It's got the nice double row LED, and it is actually tagged rigid on the back, so it's nice and really bright. You know, looking really good on there. We installed the Traxxas LED rock light kit in the wheel wells, so we actually have 2 lights per wheel well instead of just the single. And yeah, the truck comes factory with the headlights on the front. They're kind of a little bit of an off color now with all this other white light, so we're going to change those bulbs out to get something with a little bit less of a blue color. Taillights on the rear look fine, so those are going to stay. We got a classic Scale Builders decal on here. Says unboxed, not built, because well, clearly we opened the box. And we got our Scale Builders Guild sticker on here. I thought it said Builders Guild, but no, it says Scale Builders Guild. So I noticed that after we put it on. So let's get some lights on. We'll show you some of the work we did under the hood to make this thing work. Oh, actually, you didn't even see the best part. We got our LCD display inside there, customized by the Scale Build LCD monitor in there from Scale Build. You can find him on Instagram. We got this one programmed, our company ProNoob logo put on there, and a couple other small changes. It mimics and matches the touchscreen, like Apple CarPlay or whatever they call the dash in the new Jeep. You know, it mimics that to a T. It's got all the little apps that come up, and it goes to a GPS map, a screen. It's got our logo. It's pretty dope. We're very happy with that. We have one in this Jeep, and we have one in the JL. They're pretty cool. You know, with the tinted windows and stuff like that, you're only going to really see that at nighttime, so we don't run that all the time. We only plug that in if it's going to be night run, just some extra cool stuff. We could peel the tint off the windows to make it show up a bit better, but you know, you don't need to floss that hard all the time, right? So otherwise, yeah, looking good. Let's get the lights on. We'll go into the rest of the details on the body. Okay, so the roof rack on the top is Night Customs. We had bought the accent package for the Gladiator from him, which includes the high mount fenders, the rock sliders, the roof rack, the rooftop tent for the back of the body. We're in the middle of just finishing painting that up. It's going to go black again. We just put a whole bunch of fill primer on it and started buffing the top down. It's got a different print pattern on top, so that gets mounted. It comes with prints for rotopacks and stuff like that. We have a bunch of rotopacks from him. We just got to track them down and find them. They're somewhere in this vast pile of crap. Traxxas matte tracks, they're absolutely cool. They flex, they're actually double-sided, so we're going to run those on. Looks cool. They come out right up nicely. So on the roof rack, we have covered that. You can see it's like a textured, almost like a bed liner coating. And we've done that on the roof rack. The bed cage is completely done in that. You can see that on there. We did the bed of the truck. And then we also did the inside of the fenders, front and rear. We left the outside edge in the plastic on both the fenders, so if she does rub up on a rock, it's not going to damage that finish we put on there.
Ooh, pretty.
If you ask nice enough, we'll share the recipe for that. But we're not going to give all our secrets up right away, so send us a message. We might share. Never know. Never know what we feel that day. So yeah, let's take the body off this big old lanyard here and get into some of the work that had to go into putting in the rock lights. Really easy stuff. Okay, so the TRX4 Defender Light Kit, we installed Traxxas's power amplifier right here. We spliced the power right into the main battery power somewhere down there, and direct powered their box, and I just shoe glued it to the front of this ESC receiver combo. And then yeah, we plugged in there, we cut a hole right here, 2 screws holding that one in. If you cut the hole nice and fit, the lens itself is recessed to pop down inside the hole, so you actually get it to clip in, 1 screw holds it in. This one I cut the hole a little bit bigger first, then realized I was making a mistake. The rest of the holes after were click in and then 1 screw to hold it down. One little tiny, I think it was like 3 by like 1.5 binder screw or a self-tapping screw. So we got 1 light here, kind of pointing on a forward direction this way. 1 light here pointing kind of out backwards, same thing here, same thing here. And you can see there's more than enough wire to make it across to the back to get all 4 of these mounted. Super simple, super easy, and far superior to the single mounts that you can get that has the 1 light that goes down on top. This gives you a far better spread. There's more lights, they're brighter, so yeah, that's an easy mod. I think altogether in Canada dollars it was like 80 bucks for the light kit on the truck, so simple enough. And then once you have this power amplifier, you can actually run all your LEDs off of it. It's a really nice unit that way. Or you can add like the Defender light bar, which has 2 bolt holes that go right down into the roof. Like super easy stuff to mount. Anybody can get that on and get it done. So if you're thinking about getting the new Gladiator, I recommend it. Another thing we found is this poor little servo here. We've seen a lot of videos and pictures on the groups on Facebook of that little servo with a big hole melted in the side of it. Factory, when you first turn the truck on, it's pushing so hard to push it into gear that he's overheating, and if you leave it that way and drive it that way, it's only a matter of time before that burns out, melts, catches the burns up, or just quits working on you. With the factory radio, there's no way to adjust the endpoint adjustment on that they've explained in the manual or on the radio. And the servo spring is a little bit too tight on it. The quickest solution you can do until you upgrade your radio to something else and you have full control over the travel of that servo is just loosen the screws on it a very little bit. We loosen the screws on it, now that servo can kind of twist just a little bit to take the load off of him, and he's good. It still shifts fine, but yeah, it's kind of, yeah. They should have had an endpoint adjustment for that servo with their radio when they came out with the unit, or had that set up a little bit better. If you take it off and you move it over 1 tooth and put it back on, it doesn't go all the way into gear. So it needs to be either mashing it forward, burns out the servo, or else you're not in gear. So you gotta find the happy medium, back those off a little bit, and rock and roll. Truck. Classic 10.3, super noisy, nothing like the old 10.2s where they were just quiet, good solid units. You know, it's a larger transmission, it's a bigger unit, you're going to get more of a resonating sound. You got the hard mount plastic fenders, all that stuff equates to resonating sounds. If you go on our YouTube, ProNoobRC, you'll see a video of us running this thing up in the Canadian Shield, and yeah, you can definitely hear her clickety clackety whining away down the trail. So we are going to pull this transmission out coming this weekend. We're going to enable the 2-speed, swap out this motor or this unit to a ESC and a proper radio. The nice thing is they give you the radio box in the packaging to put your radio into. So we're going to go with our Spectrum DX5 Rugged and a 1080 Hobbywing ESC and another servo for the 2-speed, and then we can get full control of those off our radio and actually get this thing running the way we want it to. I have no complaints with this unit. We took it out, I did almost 4 kilometers, so that's like a mile, and barely used the full 2700. No, I mean, sorry, I just made it on a full 2700 pack. Like, we made it from the truck all the way around the loop and back to the truck with hours and hours, probably 4 hours of crawling, because you're just trailing, right? You're just cruising, right? And the 40 amp ESC can't dump a whole bunch of power, so you're not going to burn up that battery. So suspension on the truck feels great. In my personal opinion, which nobody cares about, but these links are a little bit ridiculous for a truck this long. They should have had I made like another piece to the back of the transmission and a longer skid plate so we can get these links back to like a normal length. Let's say coming from here, let's say coming from here. It comes down to it so it still feels like a 10.3 but longer. Right now with these huge links in the back, you have a massive fulcrum point onto your rear suspension, and as soon as you start going up and she wants to lean over, it just, yes, you could put thicker springs in the back and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but I think we're just gonna throw a sway bar in it. So we're gonna have to come up with a mount to put a sway bar on this rig on the back, or find a way to shorten these rear links up 2 inches. So, and then it will feel just like a 10.3 with a longer wheelbase. Right now, when she starts climbing up, it doesn't feel all so well. A little floppy in the rear end. Just fine if you're into that stuff, but. Suspension though on the trucks, the best ever. Same as the 10.3, our JL. The JT has the shocks on it, just feel amazing. I guess that's part of Horizon Hobbies' acquisition of Axial, because now they can put some good lossy kind of technology shocks into it, which everybody knows are great shocks. So, beauty. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting one, get one. Join the party. Good time. Try to get a sway bar in the rear. We're going to do a video when we get our sway bar in stock and figure out how the heck we're even put that in. Should be pretty easy. Drill a couple holes through the frame, run the bar through, hook the links up, and send it. So yeah, we got a Reefs one on order. And yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, beautiful truck, solid truck, crazy good looking truck. I'll give them that. They did a great job on it. Even in the factory trim. You'll notice one of ours is missing one of the Rubicon decals on this side. It was crooked, so we just peeled it off. Jesse and I both have Cricut vinyl cutters, so we're just going to recut those in matte black like we did on our JL and put those back on the hood in matte black instead of that gray with the red highlight. Yeah, that's about it for this one, guys. We'll get some more videos up when we get some more Night Customs modifications into the body and a whole bunch of trail footage, because that's what she is a trail pig. So cheers, we'll see you on the next one. See you on the trail.